What's up, YouTube? It's Scotty with Evil Castrigal. We're back in the shop, and it's time to work on some of my old junk. Just look around this place. There's more outside. I've got a lot of motorcycles, and I got a lot of work to do. So what we are doing today is I'm going to get some stuff, start the process for AMA Vintage Days 2023. That's coming up in July, end of July, I think around the 23rd, something like that. But we got to get some bikes ready. If you've watched the channel, you know that I blew up the YZ twice last year. My 81 YZ250. Right there. So we have to get that bike apart today and look at what all I have to do. It did run. So I'm thinking maybe just rings. And maybe a little smoothing around the exhaust port inside the engine to try and relieve that a little bit, because it is a split port and they're kind of known to wear the piston out fast if you don't do that. So I need to correct that issue. So we're going to see what all I need to order to get this bike up and going behind me here. And then also we'll go outside and I'll show you what else I am working on. So this is the other bike that is getting worked on. This is my 1982 Yamaha QT50. This is the one that Ashley rides around at AMA Vintage Days. And it's been a really good little scooter for her. Super simple. And it's been a good runner, but it's got a pretty good oil leak. So I've got new seals for this cover right here. We're going to replace all the seals in the QT50, and hopefully she gets up and running without any issues. So first, let's wait for Dad to get here. He's going to help me with the YZ, and then we will get into some action. All right, see you in the rest of the video. All right, here's a little refresher look at my 81. Bought this bike last year. If you're interested to see more about it, check out the channel. Scroll back through the annals of time there. You'll see a lot of videos with this thing when I picked it up. I just race one vintage race a year, and it's at AMA Vintage Days, and that's what this bike's for. And I've had a bad couple of years with engine problems. But I did get second place on this thing last year. So go check out that video. If you want to see it in action, I'll put a little clip of it here. Well, it blew up again. Can you believe it? I don't know what else I can do, man. I am at a loss for words, a loss of sanity. Why do I do this? I'm gonna try and ride it. I talked with Rodney. Rodney thinks that if I lug it and don't ride it in the top end, I think I can make it survive. I'm gonna try. But we are going to take this thing apart today and see what kind of trouble we got into in here. It did run, it finished the motos obviously, but it was getting harder and harder to start throughout the day. But it is a beautiful motorcycle. Just needs some new tank decals. Those ones didn't last too long. I'm going to try and get a better set this year, because other than that, this bike is absolutely beautiful, almost a showpiece. And I do like it. I just want it to stay together. All right, let's start taking her apart. What does the color tell you, Pop?
I mean, it looks light brown, even dark to me. It might even be a tick rich. It's definitely not white. It's not lean. There ain't nothing wrong with this. Nothing.
So let's just recap. It started up on the third kick. We decided to just try it before we even... After a year of sitting. We thought we'd try it before we tore it apart.
Nothing wrong with it.
Nothing.
I don't even have a crank seal back. There's no way. If it was lean, it would not. That plug would be white, and it wouldn't be revving strong like that. It would sound weak, and it would be kind of. They make a sound that you can tell when they're lean, and it ain't making a lean sound at all. It sounds actually really good.
So okay.
You need to ride it.
So we're gonna ride it somewhere soon in another video. How about that?
It needs to be ridden. Yep.
This
thing's probably going to be pretty strong. It sounds pretty strong.
Shocking turn of events. Happy?
I think you had bad gas. I really do. Because whenever I drained the bowl on mine, remember mine was doing the same thing.
Yeah.
I drained the bowl on mine. We drained the bowl on yours. Might have been a little water in it. I don't know what it was, but mine would not run in the first motos of vintage days, and we got gas at the same place. I think it was the gas.
So don't buy fuel in Ohio. I don't know. I'm sure their fuel's fine, but
it's just it's weird.
It was weird, but it's running. So I guess
ain't a damn thing wrong with this.
I guess we're going to work on the scooter. Huh? You want to work on the scooter with me?
Why not?
All right.
We need to load this up and take it somewhere and ride it.
Yeah, I do. It needs to be written. All right, let's get into the rest of the video. This is a strange one. All right, so we got the QT50 on the side. Dad is holding my makeshift gasket that got us through vintage days last year on the QT. Sierra Nevada. What do you think, Dad?
I think it was time for a change. It's time to replace it with a legit Yamaha gasket.
Yep. So now we got an OE one going back on. But first, this thing has been stripped ever since I've had the QT. So we are going to helicoil that thing so she seals up nice and tight. All right, what do you think of the QT, Dad?
I think it works really good. Most of the time. I think he's more proud of this thing than anything he has. I don't know why. I guess because he got it free. It's the only thing I can figure.
It's so awesome. All right, let's get into it. New gasket on. Going back on. Snug. She's running. I'd say that's a pretty successful day in the shop. Right on. Hopefully vintage days goes just as smooth as today did. Right on. See you in the next video, guys. Thanks for watching. Mixing gas and hauling ass. Vintage Day!